Should you take your shoes off when you come inside the house? This comes from a homeowner who wants to know what are the etiquette rules of a clean house and clean flooring. We're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question and I get to help you find an answer. Now today's show is brought to us by housecleaning360.com. And if you are a homeowner and you need a house cleaner, you can find one that fits your price and one that fits your style of cleaning on housecleaning360.com. There are all kinds of maids and housekeepers and house cleaners and home service providers on housecleaning360.com. All right, on to today's show, which is from a homeowner who wrote into the show and wanted to know, am I supposed to take my shoes off when I come in the house? The answer is it's a really good idea. Now, when you come in from outside, if you walk across your grass, what happens is you are tracking in whatever is on your grass. So it could be bugs, it could be freshly mowed grass, it could be dirt, dust, debris, or airborne contaminants from the weather. And now you're tracking that in onto your clean carpets. So what happens is when you vacuum your floor, you end up scooping up a lot of that stuff. But if you don't bring it in your house in the first place, then you can keep all of that outside or to a contained area. Now, right inside my garage door, because I come in most of the time from my garage, hanging on the back of the garage door coming into my house is a shoe rack. And on that shoe rack are all of the shoes. So I take off the shoes that I'm wearing and I put on a pair of house shoes that I wear inside my house. So you can still wear shoes in your house, but it's a dedicated pair of shoes for your house. Now, the reason I prefer shoes is because I like the support that shoes provide. And so as long as I've been cleaning, it hits all the different areas of your body, from your neck, your shoulders, your back, your knees, your hips. And so it's a lot of movement, and I really like having shoe support because it supports my knees and my lower back and then my shoulders. So it's great for my spine. So if you like wearing shoes in your house, that's great. If you have a special pair of shoes, some people wear slippers, some people wear flip-flops, some people just go barefoot in their house. Now, there are billions of contaminants that are still in our house, whether it's little bits of particles that are from hairspray or cleaning chemicals or dust or whatever. Even if we're barefoot, then that gets on the bottoms of our feet. And so I like to still cover my feet just to prevent any kinds of germs or whatever that then I'm wearing around on my toes, right? So even though the floors are clean, I still like to keep my feet covered. All right, another thing that we learned as children, and we learned this from Mr. Rogers, is that when he came into his house, always he would stop and he would take off his shoes and he would put them away. And so it's exciting to think that as you come right inside your house, there might be a space where you could put your shoes away. And he always took off his sweater and put on a different sweater, but he always put it away. He didn't take it and just throw it on the floor. And so even as kids, we watched him take off his sweater, put a new sweater on, hang up the old sweater, take his shoes off, put new shoes on, and put the outside shoes away. So it's exciting to see that that is a good idea as we keep organization and tidiness inside our homes. Take the shoes off from outside and put them away. And like I say, I've got a rack on the inside of my door. You can have something similar, or you can have a bench. There are different ways that you can store those shoes. Some people have a mat and they just line their shoes up on the mat. Some people have a little garbage pail and they just dump all the shoes inside. And then when they go outside again, then they grab that pair of shoes from the bin and they take them outside. Some people use a laundry basket. It doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong way to do it. But it is a good idea when you're coming in from outside to take off the outside shoes and leave the outside shoes either hung up on a rack or whatever, so you're not bringing all that debris inside. Now, another thing that I might recommend as you're thinking about your outside shoes. The outside shoes are great recyclable shoes, especially if you work out in your yard, because we all wear tennis shoes and running shoes or whatever. And as those shoes get old, instead of just throwing those shoes away, those make good recycled outdoor shoes for when you're working out in the yard or you're doing outside projects that might be a little bit dirty or messy, like pressure washing or painting or renovations or something like that. So I have a pair of junk shoes as well. And they used to be my indoor shoes. And as they get holes in them or as the treads wear out or whatever, those get recycled and become my outdoor shoes. And then my outdoor shoes that have holes in the toes, those get recycled then and thrown in the trash. So there are a couple different ways you can do shoes, but my recommendation is that you do have outside shoes and that you have inside shoes. That way it'll keep all of the outside stuff outside, and it will keep your carpets as clean as possible. Now, having said that, I still recommend that you have regular maintenance on your carpets and that you have a regular carpet cleaner come in, because even though we maintain our house and we vacuum and we get rid of the dust and all that stuff, there's still stuff that's tracked in. A lot of it is from food that we eat. And so even though we may be wearing house shoes, it's still possible that our carpets could get dirty. So just pay attention and make a system that works for you. And that might mean leaving outside shoes outside. Alrighty, that's my 2 cents for today. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.